CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN.
Guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going over some warships. I am currently... I was definitely top 200. I almost cracked the top 100 today, which is pretty crazy. We're still a little bit early on in the season, so I'm not going to get too excited to grab that top 500 trophy that I've been seeking for literally 20 seasons now. Well, technically 19 seasons. But anyways, I'm going to get you guys up to date, covered on everything that we need to do. So let's take a look at the log first. It's looking pretty clean. 2 losses, and it was in part due to a couple things, mostly this base. If you're at 6ER, copy this one. It's very good. Typically, the life of bases is like 2 days. So, I mean, we always kind of have to switch it. It's like by the time a new video comes out, it's like we're almost ready for another base then. So, oh, also, guys, make sure that you are joining the Discord server. We got that link right here in the description of every single video for general Warships chat. If you are a member of the channel, then there's a private chat where you get 24/7, 365 access to yours truly, if that's something you want. It's just a way to give back to the people that choose to support the channel. Okay, so let's take a look here. How are we doing? How are we doing? So we're at 2260, holding out at number 4, solid in Canada. And globally, we are at 125. 125. So not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so let's go over the tech tree, and I'll show you guys where we're at here. Now, yeah, and I'll show you what we're saving towards if we're gonna go back and get anything. Blah blah blah. So yeah, today's win streak was brought to you by 6 engine rooms and building health. If you can get these, you got to get them together, and that's gonna propel you forwards, absolutely, for sure. You know, it kind of depends on your rank, though. It's not like it's kind of weird how it works. It's like if you're in rank 18, yeah, 6 ERs and building health will probably get you to 19, but is it gonna get you up to I don't know, up and beyond that? Then it kind of like starts to slow down again. It's weird how it works. Anyway, so the next plan is we want to make sure we're not messing around with anything else past 6ER. We want the troop damage, and we want that ASAP. Now, there's a couple different options here, and, you know, we're spending a lot of gunboat energy on taking out mines, so, I mean, critters could have some value. Kavan's going to be nice to have as well. You know, bringing back those bombers, bringing back some riflemen just to kind of spam around the field and also clear mines. You know, allow you to flare earlier, etc., etc. But they're not going to be as good as just simply getting the troop damages. So we want to get troop damage first. Then, you know, we'll probably grab another prototype and then go straight to 7. This is probably going to be the path. But out of these prototypes, we're going to go with the Doom Cannon. That is what everybody's running. That's going to help you against heavy choppers. It's going to really help you against heavy chopper, rocket chopper, which has been, which is definitely another attack meta to go with at 6 engines. It's basically either heavy chopper bomber, which is what I'm using, that I'll go over in a sec, or it's heavy chopper rocket chopper. And I actually had a couple guys heavy chopper rush me. I think one of them actually beat me. So let's get into that. Did we cover everything? Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that I'd like to do. Like I'd love to go back and get rocket launchers. I'd like to get this first prototype here, but you know, it's all in terms of priority, right? So we got to get the troop damage first, then we'll look back at maybe some other stuff, or we're probably just going to jump ahead and get right to that 7th ER because, you know, we got building damage over here, we got troop health over here, we got a lot of, like, really strong prototypes, we got damage amps. Damage amps and rocket launchers are going to be disgusting as we get to the end of the season. I mean, 2 damage amps with maxed out rocket launchers, like, that's going to be... If you don't have that and you've got all the tech at the end, I don't know how you're going to survive. But, yeah, okay, so let's go over some of the attacks first. I do want to show, I think one of these guys heavy chopper rushed me, so I want to show this just because it was a really weird hit. Yeah, there was this one. So I'll play it in 4-speed because it's going to be super slow. But, I mean, the reason I wanted to show this is because, you know, if you don't have anything, like, obviously you have Seekers, but some people might have skipped heavy choppers up to this point. And, I mean, you're still going to be able to collect chests. Like, you're still going to clear the base. This guy actually beat me. I screwed up my attack, obviously. I got 2 minutes and 7 seconds. But, you know, this is viable, for sure. Is it the best? You know, probably not. But, I mean, you can use it. And, you know, depending where you're at, you might not have any issues. This guy had... So, let's look at these times here. So, 211, 210... That guy fizzled 220, 214, 210, and 214. So let's look at the 220 because apparently that was the best one. Just to give you guys, kind of an overview of how we're using heavy choppers and bombers. So basically every attack comes down to a couple things. I'm going to pause it right here. There's always one side that you drop 2 heavy choppers, 3 bombers with brick on, and then depending on how the base is shaped, you either delay drop the second heavy chopper and the 2 bombers, or you drop them out over here and let them clear out the left side as these guys are clearing out the right side. So I'm going to show you what I did here. Oh, we actually sent them up on the left side. I thought I did something fancier and cool, but nope, it was just pretty straight and narrow. So from here, we're just free clearing. And we want to make sure that we're using our, we want to use the artillery, we want to use medkits, we want to try not to have to use shock bombs, but there are some times you're going to have to use them. But basically we want to use the artillery on any open mines that we know are going to kill bombers. If they're just going to clip them, it's not a big deal. But there's that, and there's also keeping Brick alive. Brick loves to die, I found. She loves to just run out and get sniped by boom cannons and doom cannons, whatever. So you make sure that you're paying attention to where she is, because usually it's pretty easy to keep her alive. But it's like, if you're focusing over here and then she's running over on the other side, like just keep it all in sight and make sure that you can keep track of where she is, because if you're not careful, a cannon and a sniper tower or a boom cannon is going to pick her off pretty quickly. Yeah, so you see right there, I should have cleared those with I should have cleared that with artillery, but I was getting to the end of the attack and running a little bit low on gunboat energy. Now, the trade-off is saving for battle ores versus picking off some stuff. So you want to kind of finish them all at the same time if you can, the engine rooms. So definitely, battle orders 2-3 times, probably, depending on where you're at exactly. But I try to time it so they're all going down at the same time. And then if I can I either use battle orders or artillery at the very end of the match, depending on what engines are left wide open, and that's basically exactly how we're doing it. So let's show you one more here. 214. Let's show you a greasy one that maybe didn't go so well. Actually, let's show you a base defense. That'll probably be more helpful. So we'll go over this. Now, what did this guy do? So he's going heavy chopper bomber as well. And this is why this base is so nice. You see, we got some weird mine layouts, but they really work at clipping the bombers or wasting his GBE. So he has to use other stuff. This guy just took a really long time to get going. I don't know what his plan here was, but you see, he's got to waste all that artillery on all those mine patches. I think this guy just delayed too late. Like, he just waited way too long to throw out his guys. But yeah, so it kind of forces them up in towards the middle, and then it's just like, the idea is that it just takes them a long time to walk across the base. Like, we're really using the base to, make them kind of circle at the front, and then they got to go and spread out at the top and the sides. And then the last engine they can't flare towards because of the sky shield. So it's just designed simply to waste as much time as possible. Maybe this guy disconnected, actually, now that I'm looking at it. But, because it doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. But yeah, I mean, it shows you the base, it shows you how the troops are going to work against it. Yeah, this guy definitely disconnected or stopped playing or rage quit or something like that. So, alright, let's show you another one of the chickens hits here. And we'll do, which one? Well, I guess we'll do this one. Okay, so I think this is the one I was talking about earlier. So here we go. So we do 2-3 off the start with battle orders. I like to use battle orders off the start just because I don't want to get hit by the mortars twice. I find it gets the bombers up and moving a little bit better, which is good. Then you see right here. So we clear the front with the 2-3, and then we send in the 1-2 over here, and they actually come and they turn right around here on the right, and you'll see they'll get moving really well, kind of up at this angle, and then we're all kind of It's just exactly we want to space them rather than they're all clumped together. We got one guy going up the right side. We got the other squad going up the left towards the middle. And they're able to take down all the engines and everything up through there. So, I mean, again, just make sure that you got a lot of heavies out on the field. If you're just going to keep spamming battle orders, you don't want Brick to walk out there and get sniped. That's what we were trying to avoid, basically. And, yeah, from there, I love this meta, and I think... it's working really well for me. because I went with bombers early on and I maxed them out, and I wasn't sure if that was the way to go, but it ended up being the right choice, and it's pretty dominant right now. It's 6 engines. That's kind of the best strategy, unless you're, Seeker or Rocket Chopper Pro. This is great, and it's easy to use. I mean, we're more or less simply free clearing. There's a couple tricks you want to get moving off the start, but other than that, it's just about getting them into position, keeping them alive, and keep them moving forward. So that is what we did today. So make sure to tune back in tomorrow, guys, because we're going to have that troop damage. We're going to max it out, and we're going to see what we can get done with it. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Don't forget to use the code CHICKEN in the shop. There's actually some lunar New Year deals. I forget how long they're here for. Yeah, so they're here for a little bit longer. If you are using these, I do appreciate it if you use the code CHICKEN in the shop. I did get this one. 9 trader tickets. I mean, trader tickets are hero tokens. Hero tokens are the only thing you can't really get in the game. And, yeah, definitely get the free trader tickets. Because we only have 833 hero tokens, so we got to get those up a little bit more. I don't know. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.